Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Xenosaga Episode 3. Alright, this is a room where we met Yuriev. So let's go ahead and... So, we see a couple treasure chests down there. They are very, very big treasure chests. Much bigger than we are. Yeah, you might have noticed in that cutscene that it looked like we were standing above a place where some mecha could enter. And that is, in fact, the case. We just need to walk all the way over here. And press this button. And that removes that lock. And then we can come get the, get those two chests. See what exactly they are. This is a very, very big room. It's awfully red, too. Not sure I want to know why that is so red down there on the floor. And here's the exit. There we go. So that took some time. So now we need to get back to our ESs. Alright, seriously guys, you need some shortcuts here. Really need some shortcuts. At least the enemies aren't back. Although, considering I didn't go all over this place, some of them might be. Incidentally, the enemies that were in here are back in the EVS simulator. I took care of the ones on this side, but there are some on the other side. It could be a reasonable place to do some leveling. In terms of skill points, I would still go back to the... I would definitely focus on Old Miltia. And, in fact, in particular, there's one place where you meet 4... Federation soldiers. I would actually focus on that because you're always going to meet 4 Federation soldiers there, and that means that you're always going to be getting the most skill points if you can, like, hit them all with an X-Buster or one of the other skills that hits all the enemies. I don't think we actually want to go that way. So that would be my recommendation, at least here, at this point in the game, if you want more skill points. Oops. Forgot Asher was moving first. My mistake. Oh, nice! I was not expecting that at all. I think that's one of the few times that I've gotten one of those outside of a boss battle. Of course, considering that, you know, there really aren't that many, enemies that don't go down in one volley. Let's see. I think it is over here that I want to go. Okay. Not too much time required for this. Okay, what do we get? Update file 11. Database update, and... ES generator G Ignis 1. Ooh. Newly acquired. Maximum energy 750. Ooh. I like the sound of that. So go from 730 to 630 to 750. That's nice. Actually, I wonder. $410. No, couldn't get 2 attacks with that. I could get it up to 800. During Anima Awakening, I could get 2 attacks with that. You know... maybe I want to do that. We'll see how that goes. Certainly when it comes to a boss battle, that might be awesome. That might be really, really awesome. The other thing is that, I mean, he'd get missiles afterwards, which missiles have a decent, much better than the long blade. And much better co-op action. Alright, let's see. Database. Story entries, huh? The Miltian Conflict Report. That's it? Before the outbreak of the Miltian Conflict, the Miltian solar system was one unified nation governed by the Miltian Republic. It was comprised of the capital planet, Miltia, the 5th planet in the system, and an artificial city orbiting the city's companion star. Miltia is a binary star system. The Miltia system itself belongs to the 4th finger of the 18th galactic Tantus arm. Within the same arm, 10 parsecs, about 33 light-years away, was a system with a habitable planet that had just been terraformed. Sounds like Stellaris. Immigration from the Miltia system to this new world was underway, and it later came to be known as Second Miltia. Approximately 80% of the population of the Miltian Republic was composed of immigrant fleet descendants. Before it became a republic and a member of the Federation, the nation was an autonomous government. Upon joining the Galaxy Federation, a Federation-assigned parliament member took office as head of the Miltian government. But this situation, in which the planet was effectively under Federation control, led to discontent among the citizenry. This contributed to the difficulty of disbanding the former government and the military of the autonomous government. This military would later become the UTIC organization's main force. After the destruction of planet Mictum, the Zohar research facilities were moved to Miltia, due to the existence of numerous facilities left on Miltia from early immigrant fleet visits. A senior researcher on the project at the time, Joachim Mizrahi, resided on Abraxas, Federation name Mictum. I guess that was a period there. Being of the people of Zohar himself, he established the UTIC organization in secret from the Federation government with the aid of the former government Ormus, and proceeded with connection experiments involving the Zohar and its control system, Udu. It is said parliamentary manipulation by then-Chairman Wilhelm was behind the Federation overlooking the development of UTIC. The Song of Nephilim was born as a byproduct of that research. After that, Mizrahi and newly assigned UTIC research staff member Yuli Niwashiro produced a child, Sakura. Due partly to Sakura's unusual illness, their married life did not last long. After they separated, Mizrahi devoted himself to Realian research in an effort to cure his daughter Sakura, who was living with Yuli. There are signs that he actually used the former government to support this project. Outbreak of the Miltian conflict. An experiment at the Yuriev Institute resulted in the death of Joachim Mizrahi's daughter. Yuriev informed Joachim of this matter personally. Mizrahi's research objective now changed from treating Sakura to reviving her, the creation of a new Sakura. Burying himself in even more extreme research, Joachim retreated underground and, under the wing of the former government, Ormus, proceeded with the Zohar and Song connection experiments. With the achievement of a certain degree of success from the Zohar research, temporary activation via emulator unit, and the completion of Proto-Omega, the former government military, under the name of the Utic organization, organized a coup d'etat in support of Mizrahi. It is said that behind Mizrahi's support lay not merely his position as a Zohar researcher, but his high status on Abraxas, in other words, his status inside of Ormus. For some time, the Federation government had viewed the monopolization of the Zohar by the former government faction as dangerous, and had been conducting their own internal investigation. They requested that the coup d'etat government turn over Joachim to the Federation. At the same time, the Federation Special Forces Operations Force, under the command of Commander Helmer, was stationed on the planet Zavarov. It was there that Helmer became acquainted with Dmitri and Yuli. In addition, within that same force was the Intelligence Bureau's Special Missions Unit, formerly headed by Colonel Margulis. Captain Jin Uzuki had once been assigned to it as well. At this point in time, Margulis and Pellegrini had already disappeared from the military. Eventually, due to the Miltian Republic's refusal to turn over Joachim, the Galaxy Federation declared war. The Special Operations Force, together with the Marine Corps' Land Operations Division, began descent operations on planet Miltia. Contact was lost with the first and second descent operations, and they were presumed eliminated by the outbreak of Realian violence and the mobile weapon force containing Proto-Omega, as well as the Zohar defense system. Lieutenant Virgil was one of the soldiers who participated in this second descent operation. Additionally, one of the causes of the descent operation failures is thought to have been that units which had been under Colonel Margulis' influence were in communication with the Republic government, Ormus. The leaking of Ormus secrets by Suo Uzuki also took place during this time. Several weeks after the second descent operation, the third operation began, and the URTV soldiers began their infiltration. The operation ended with the activation of the Zohar, the appearance of the Gnosis, and the sealing away of the region of space around planet Miltia. At this time, at Yuli's suggestion, Proto-Merkaba was sealed within the depths of the Abyss, but that is merely what the records show. The truth would be hidden by Ormus-affiliated parliament members and members of the military. After the Miltian conflict, with the destruction of Miltia, the Utic organization effectively perished. To Ormus, that meant nothing more than that they had lost one of their scapegoats. However, due to a need to continue manipulating the Federation government, Utic was not entirely erased. It was reformed by Margulis and went into a long period of dormancy. The citizens who evacuated the planet Miltia emigrated to Second Miltia, and in place of the defeated Miltian Republic was born the Miltian Autonomous State. Lieutenant General Helmer of the Federation military became Miltia's parliamentary representative, and with that, Helmer retired from military service. Dmitri had died during the Miltian conflict, but the post-war proceedings were largely directed by the Salvatore faction, and the Kukai Foundation was established as an enforcement organization. While feeling a need to defend against Ormus, Helmer nevertheless wanted to keep his distance from Salvatore and keep his link to Guinan Kukai a secret. Learning from the failures of the Republic, Ormus assigned all of their illegal activities to the Utic organization and concentrated on legal activities, manipulating the Parliament, centered around Sergius. How is manipulating the Parliament actually legal? Well, that's about it there. And, I kind of feel like I might just make this into a bonus episode. It's only half length, but it has been longer than I expected, and we did get that big database reading, and there was a lot of wandering around in here. Plus, we get some dancing demon. Anyway, I think we will call this an episode. I will turn this into a bonus, and when we return, we will actually head to the Durandal and see if we can rescue everyone there. See you then, everyone.